Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. I'm running a little behind. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Miss Mahogany. Hey, broke as a joke. All right, hold on. Let me come on camera. All right, and now let me do what I was trying to do. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but usually I do it on a different device. But I didn't get a chance. I don't have my iPad down here, so gotta monetize the screen. All right, we're good. We are good now. Right now, let me move this out of my way. Don't need the keyboard. Just have it out. So I can do that. So, how you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. The streets are on fire, y'all. The streets are freaking on fire. I am drinking a little coffee. And, of course, as always, we got our water. It's just like it's warm and getting unbearable in other parts of the country. Here on the west side, we are suffering with humidity as well. Now, of course, our humidity is nothing compared to back east, but we got a little bit. We got a little bit. It's enough to bother me. It's enough to bother me. So now we're going to start out with the alleged information that's coming out because I've only seen this 2 places, and I'm not seeing anything on, the actual site for Hoover PD, but allegedly, Carly Russell has turned herself in and is in custody. And also allegedly, her parents are involved. The parents are involved. Child, if this is true, this is even worse. This is even worse than if she did this ish by herself. First of all, her father allegedly is the president of the local bank of BBVA of Birmingham. Allegedly, he's the friggin' president of the bank. We're talking about both parents are college educated. We know she's college educated as well. What the F is going on? And they're saying that they are seeing some suspicious activity in their bank account. Now, the only places that I am hearing this from or seeing this is in a Reddit thread. If you don't go on Reddit, you'll find some interesting stuff over there on Reddit and Sherelle's World. But I don't see anything about there being any official report, like news conference or anything. And maybe that won't happen until tomorrow. Hold on. I mean, sometimes Sherelle can be off the wall with the stuff she says, but she had someone who actually lives there in the area, but that was way earlier today. So we haven't gotten anything further. So there wasn't any news. So this is all alleged. And what I also saw is that Carly Russell has switched counsel from the man who was her counsel to some chick. I saw that as well. This is really not looking good. This is going to make it so much harder. This is going to make it so much harder for real missing persons that are melanated. These people aren't thinking about all of that. They're not thinking about any of that. What they thinking about? Like, stupid, y'all. Let me see what y'all think. Well, Reddit, it came on. Well, that's what I'm saying. It was on the Reddit thread several hours prior to Sherelle's World. And the only reason that I'm going to give any validation to Sherelle's World is because it was also on Reddit. But we ain't seen it no place else yet. And I'm not going to, take it until we
get word officially from the Hoover Police Department. But apparently it's a joint task force between the two police departments, between them and another neighboring city, if the person who was on Sherelle's world is to believe, who says that they live actually in that area. And also that palm-colored guy who is down there in the area who's covering this, he also said that she allegedly is in custody. So we know he's right now. We know he's down there because this dude been driven by the house. His name is, I think it's JR something or another. He keeps coming up in my thread, but you know, I'm not subscribed to his channel. But this Carly Russell situation is just getting worse and worse and worse. Now that she's in custody, allegedly, Alpha Kappa Alpha, what y'all gonna do? Is this woman gonna remain a member of your organization? And it is not, let me just say this. It's not because it's because she's going to be a felon behind this. It's because of all this BS that she did leading up to this. Clearly, that's not within the principles of any of the Divine Nine. They're just waiting so that they can, you know, drop her. Because when those police officers in Tennessee, as soon as they were charged, Omega Psi Phi, and I think a couple of them might have been Kappas, they was out. They was done. So I know that's probably what AKA was waiting for. You know, it's not my sorority. Thank you, Lord. Not my sorority. But nonetheless, this is just all messed up. All right, moving on. Moving right along. So, now, I'm going to say this now, put out this little disclaimer. I am pro XX chromosomes. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about us. Okay? So, T.S. Madison, who, you know, I've been subscribed to. I'm not always, you know, jumping down on their channel, but, you know, I've been subscribed to them for a while because they are affiliated with someone who is a friend of mine, also on the platform, S. Hutchinson. But moving right along, T.S. Madison has been, you know, jumping into this conversation that's been going on for the last few days in regards to a XY chromosome who was over on TikTok, you know, and for all intents and purposes, unless this person has, you know, had bottom surgery, they're cosplaying, but they got on there and fixed their mouth to talk about menstruation. Now, I know they were saying that we don't own it, but see, they were talking about XX chromosomes who have chosen not to identify as XX chromosomes, but are presenting as XY chromosomes on the outside. But on the inside, they're still XX chromosomes, which still makes the statement that they made in their video preposterous, because they said that we're not the gatekeepers of menstruation, but we are, because transgender men are XX chromosomes, and only XX chromosomes menstruate. Now, we know that there are some XX chromosomes that don't menstruate, and there's medical reasons why that happens. And as I explained on Monday, that sometimes they have to medically make a woman menstruate, just like they did with my grandmother, who had 11 children. And just in the news right now, there is an XX chromosome. Because y'all, we keeping this monetized. And I've figured out, as long as I stick to it like this, biology, I'm good. But there is an XX chromosome who was born without a uterus. And they had a uterus transplant. And they successfully were able to have a child. But again, XX chromosomes are the only ones who can bear children in the human race. XX. Even though, because of something that probably happened in uterine, she was born without one, she was still an XX chromosome. But let's get back over here to T.S. Madison, who is an XY chromosome. And according to what we're seeing out on Twitter, unless Tasha K took it down, let me check. Let me see if it's still there. Because I reposted it. Follow me on Twitter, DC the Purple Diva. Over here. And on Twitter, it is the Purple Diva _DC. On Twitter. Let's check this out. Let's just go see. Let's go check Twitter. Well, it appears that it is still up on Twitter. On Twitter, the passport of one T.S. Madison is posted. And guess what? That passport does not say T.S. Madison. Says the XY chromosome name, along with the picture that looks like the T.S. Madison that we know. But then that would mean I'm not sure what that means. Now, we can call you she, her. I don't have no problem with that. But understand that if you can be called what you want to be called, so can we XX chromosome. And this XX chromosome prefers to be called woman, she, her as well. And I do not want to be called a birthing person because I'm a mother. And I do not want to be called a chest feeder because I breastfed my son. That's what Jess was saying. That all of these things that you're saying, we are not, there's no phobic going on over here. We understand that transgender men and intersexuals also have menstrual cycles if they are XX chromosomes. We understand this. We're not foolish. But maybe if you had said, like, you're not the only XX chromosome. But then again, that would have been too scientific for you. And then Jess's response was to that person. But I don't know why T.S. Madison made it about her. This wasn't about you. Especially because you still have your bottom. So there's no reason for you to even be in a period conversation. Activists, this is the conversation that you should have probably just pulled the skirt of the TikToker and kept it moving. No conversation needed to be had with either Jess or Tasha K. See, what's going on looks like y'all XY chromosomes are bullying us XX chromosomes as only an XY chromosome could do. That's what it looks like to me. And I believe Flame Monroe called it. Was speaking truth, and y'all do not like that truth. But here's the thing. Both Yes Madison and Flame Monroe both have their bottom parts. Flame Monroe has biological children because clearly, Flame likes everything, I guess. But Flame considers, I guess, herself to be trans as well. She didn't get out there and get part of the dumb side of the conversation. The dumb side of the conversation. Okay? Why are you guys arguing with us XX chromosomes in the first effing place? Y'all need us for validation, not the other way around. That's the craziness of the situation. This shouldn't even be a conversation. To me, it's all a distraction from other stuff that's also going on. Like, since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, there's a whole bunch more babies being born in certain states, certain red states, like, no, no, Texas. Yeah. And what's happening to those children? They going up for adoption. Adoption, children being put in the system to be adopted has gone up 31%. That was a right that was taken away from us, XX chromosomes. That did not affect XY chromosomes that put on wigs and may or may not have top and bottom surgery. Doesn't affect y'all. It's like y'all want all the benefit parts of being presenting as XX chromosomes, but y'all don't want none of the other stuff because, you know, but y'all are arguing on the point. And then you're trying to cancel an XX chromosome that speaks against it because you don't like what we're saying or you don't like how we respond because you're protected and we're marginalized. We're marginalized as melanated XX chromosomes because, you know, we're the ones that you continuously attack. Now, the palm-colored XX chromosomes will drag y'all from to hell and back, and you will be mute to them. Not a daggone thing do you have to say. But let us, melanated XX chromosomes, say anything, and y'all are trying to cancel us. But we're not doing it. We're not going. And I heard that the G in the community isn't going either. I'm sure Bella's not going. So, are you guys out on an island by yourself? Perhaps in this, coming at us when we've been the allies, we've been the ones who stood up for you, to clearly to our own detriment, and now we're standing up for us. We are standing up for us. We not jealous of nothing. You know, not jealous of a daggone thing. You know, not trying to put, you know, makeup on like, you know, someone else. 'Cause I don't need to soften my features like that. I don't need to do it. See, like tonight, I just have these are my own lashes. I don't even know the difference. Yeah, because I don't ever wear them. I don't wear the what do they call them? The fan. Yeah, I'm not doing all of it. That's just way too much. And putting all those highlighters and all of that stuff on my face. That would make me look old. And that would make me look not my feminine self. I don't need all that, you know. And see, the ones who are in this whole conversation are the ones that cannot pass. It's like, we know, everybody knows, and ironically, there's very, very few who can. Just, nobody's gonna question whether they're or not, you know, the Sydney Stars of the world. But see, Sydney Star has always been honest and has not been out here attacking XX chromosome. I mean, if we're so horrible, why do you want to be us? If we're so horrible, why do you want to be us? Why do you want to be us if we're so horrible? Maybe because men who XY chromosomes, let's get this together. XY chromosomes who are attracted to XX chromosomes still aren't attracted to XY chromosomes that present as XX chromosomes. And it's dangerous for you to not disclose that. Still, we all are accepting all of your pronouns, except ours, except that we don't want anything changed in regards to who we are to make you more comfortable, because it makes us uncomfortable. I don't even want to change what I am and what I've been my entire life. The actual experience, because what I presented and what my chromosomes say are in line. Like the F? For real, for real. Like I said, go check out on Twitter, and you'll see the passport for one T.S. Madison, and it has an XY name on it. That Timothy Maurice Hinton. That's the name that's on there. Now, I'm just saying what I saw. Fair use for commentary. I'm just questioning. I'm only questioning if you are she and her, why haven't you changed it to she and her name legally? Because you have been presenting and asking to be called she and her for all of this time. So why isn't that what you did legally? I'm just asking the question, because I totally understand that the majority of XYs that want to or are trying to present or are presenting as XX, for some of y'all, the majority of y'all are not doing the bottom, because if you do, it complicates relations. Like, you don't feel nothing, and it's yeah. So that's kinda horrible, and I'm sure it's probably similar, for XX chromosomes that present as XY. So, I understand that a lot of you don't do that part, which I guess is what's confusing too, but not my business because not my business. But, you know, I'm just wondering because you the activist, why your name not changed at least, you know? I'm just wondering. Just a question I'm asking. Out of curiosity, why is your name still Timothy? Why your name still Timothy? I'm wondering. It's just interesting. And let me talk a little bit about I'm just not I'm not with I'm not. You want to be called TS? Okay. I'm just wondering why. That's not what it says on your passport. And if that's not what it says on your passport, then that's not what it says on your driver's license either. Just, the question is a valid question. It's a valid question. Anyway, okay, let's move on to little autism life because I'm not going to be on here much longer tonight, you guys. I am dealing with a sinus migraine and lights are getting on my freaking nerves. Matter of fact, let me cut one of them off. I can't. Or at least if I can. I'll turn that one off. Ooh, just too much. It's just too much. Let me see if I turn on the other. Let's see if y'all can still see me. It's gonna be dark if I turn on the other one. You know, bad it is. Ooh, y'all can still see me. Yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. This is the lights are killing me. I have a sinus migraine, y'all, and those lights are killing me. All right, so little autism life update for y'all. So I am about I'm in the process of trying to get legal assistance. I'm gonna have to because me and the Social Security Administration are gonna have to come to an agreement that they're not gonna keep effing with my son's money and saying that they're overpaying him. Overpaying him how? He has no other source of income. He hasn't got a job. You have evaluated him, and the diagnosis has come back that he has autism. And at this time, he is not able to take care of himself and needs assistance and cannot get a job. We working on it, but he's not gonna be getting no full-time job no time soon. And you keep effing with his effing money. So each of the times that I've gone through this with them before, I have done an informal hearing. We're not doing an informal hearing this time. This time I want a formal hearing, and this time, because they told me it's gonna be at least 30 to 60 days out, I'm gonna see if I can get, legal assistance to come in with me to said meeting, because we not doing this. And here's the kicker. I've already requested a judge on the previous case, and I'm still waiting for the judge on the previous case since last year. It'll be a year in like 2 months. I'm still waiting for the judge. And I confirmed that when I went to Social Security to file for a formal hearing on this new case. And they told me, well, this isn't the same case. I said, I know. But maybe if we can resolve this new case with the formal hearing, then I can withdraw my request for a judge on the previous case, because it'll restore, because my argument is the same. At this time, I guess I gotta get an attorney in there with me. I'm just over this. I'm over these people, because there are people who are getting Social Security that don't necessarily need to be getting Social Security, like my son, who are capable of getting up off of their ass and going out there and getting a job and taking care of themselves. But yet and still, they don't have nobody questioning their effing chip. But my kid keeps getting his, I'm like, it's like they're harassing him at this point. So yeah, I'm just at the point. I'm gonna get a freaking lawyer, because I can't do this anymore. And I need to get all this stuff done before I leave this effing state. So that I have the highest amount that he can possibly get while we're here, so that I will be able to get the highest amount when I leave this state. I already know how the game goes. They're going to do it based on what he's getting here. So, yeah, that part. Just, it's insane that my kid is going through all of this. And then in a few years, I'm going to also be getting my own. Of course, definitely going to make sure I have something other than Social Security to live off of. Of course, see, mine will be way more than his. But, however, don't nobody want to just be living off of Social Security. So I've got to have other streams of income, which is what we're working on right now. Got some irons in the fire. I'll talk about the ones that I can talk about. And, some things that I'm doing, there are NDAs that I have to sign. So can't talk about those. But I'll talk about the ones I can talk about, like the transcribing stuff that I'm, going to be doing. Or, I've done a little, but I haven't really pushed through on that. And then I'll tell you about the, passive streams of income that we're trying to get going. But y'all, I am going to get out of here. I am not going to be on there as long as I normally am, for an hour. this whole argument of ex-wires coming at us is pissing me the F off. I think David is here. Hold on, let me see. Are you here, David? I don't know. Cause see, he'll come rushing in here after I get off, because he is not going to be here on Friday. I know that for sure. I don't think he's here. I think he's upstairs. But I will be back on Friday. I am working on some content in regards to this ridiculous argument that is going on between the ex-wires who want to be ex-exes and us ex-exes that love who we are as ex-exes. Okay? Yeah. So I will be able to articulate it better in that, and I won't have to deal with these freaking lights. Because it's going to be a voiceover. But I'm also working on some new autism content. And it's going to be talking about some jobs that are good for adults on the autism spectrum. Yeah, some jobs that are good for them. I didn't even specify. I just said for adults on the autism spectrum. I didn't specify whether they're high functioning, low functioning, because we already know that there's some who are nonverbal who are quite capable of matriculating through college. But yeah, I've got some content definitely on this hot topic that's trending. Flame Monroe is out there trending. T.S. Madison is out there trending. Tasha K is always trending. Ooh, I just love the fact that she posted that passport, because we got questions, T.S. Madison. We just want to know, why does not the passport have a female name? Why does it not? Yeah, we got questions. But anyway, you guys, I will see y'all on Friday, or I'll see y'all in these YouTube streets. Did want to also say RIP to Sinead O'Connor. Passed at the age of 56. Keep losing people. Now, there's some other stuff that's going on, but I'll get into that stuff. Coffee talk. I'll get into a coffee talk with the T.S. Madison, or rather, it's not really even T.S., just T.S. It's just some of the people in the community that are just coming at us, Black women. I'm not cis. I'm a woman, which is man with a womb. Period. That's who I am. XX chromosome. Over here. I'll see you guys on Friday. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Here is the outro. Bye, you guys. Peace.
Well, guys, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.